Welcome to week 15, day number 6. Welcome to the Real Estate Investing for Beginners YouTube channel course. We are trying to help you out to get started in real estate. And this course is 1 year long. And it's basically a vlogging, cataloging of my phone calls and how I look for deals every day and how I make those phone calls and how we structure every deal. Because it's better for you to see that and to practice this every day. As you know, repetition is how we learn. But more importantly than repetition, we learn by falling, by failure. It's the only way to learn. Nobody can learn anything unless they fail. That's a bold statement, but you can truly know something if you fail. So think of a baby, in school allows us to, or trains us, conditions us to think differently, because you have a baby. As the baby starts to walk, a baby will not learn how to walk unless they fall, they fail, right? But they get up until one day they don't fall anymore, or so we think. Because although as we grow up, we don't fall as much as we did when we were babies, we still fall. You're running, you fall. Riding a bicycle, you fall, right? So you never stop falling. And just because you fall doesn't mean that you don't know how to walk. That's a big, bold statement. The same is true with anything that you want to learn. And so as I'm here presenting my failures with phone calls and so forth, that's training you how to walk in real estate. So if you've never done a deal, this is a perfect course for you. If you have done deals before, most of this stuff is going to seem very elementary to you. And there are better coaches out there to do that. This coach is not designed for anyone that has done a deal. This course is designed for people who have never done deals. Or if you've been in real estate, let's say a real estate agent, and you wanted to get into wholesaling or, investing, then this course is also for you. But all it is very simple. We go through all of my phone calls. You see me talking on the phone, and then before the phone call and after the phone call, I talk to you about how we can potentially structure each deal. And that will allow you to get trained. It's like the walking, start to walk, right? So you can know and kind of see how to think about deals. So there's the way that we acquire deals. There are many different ways to acquire a property. And then there are many different ways to disposition or sell a property. And then there are also ways that's called an exit. And so there are also other types of exits where you don't exit it at all. You keep it. So we're either going to buy it, and then once we buy it, how do we do that? Multiple steps. So buy it and flip it, or buy it and keep it, right? So what are we going to do? So I can't train you in either one of those just by giving you a step-by-step. I have to show you. So I give you a little bit of theory, and then we put it into practice, because repetition and practice is how we learn. It's how we make mistakes. We make iterations. We readjust. We see what worked, and we keep what worked, and we see what didn't work, and we get rid of what didn't work. And that's how we can go through deals, and then we start getting better and better and better and better. We rely on the fact that we will improve. You will improve. Make no mistake about that. So I recommend that you, aside from subscribing to this channel and liking it, You like that? Aside from doing that, I recommend you make your phone calls alongside me. Have these videos play in the background. These videos are all put into a playlist. Just play each week in the background. So you take week 1, week 2, week 3. Start at the beginning, and then as you go through each week, you play in the background, you make your phone calls, you kind of see, okay, so he said this to this person, and then he said that we can buy it, with creative terms, and then sell it with creative terms, and then we can go and do the deal that way, right? So you structure your matchmaking different strategies, creative ways to buy deals, or conventional ways to buy deals. So those are the tools in your acquisitions tool belt. And then you have tools in your dispositions, or selling it or keeping it side of the deal. So your exits are either you're going to get rid of it, or you're going to keep it. Those are your exits. So you have to know how to do that. And I apologize for the towel here. I just came back from workout and stuff. And so I was thinking about how I'm going to make my phone calls today. And that's where, I've been rambling here for the last 5 minutes. So now that that's being said, let's go ahead and put it into practice. Gave you a little bit of theory. Now let's go ahead and put it into practice. We're going to go and start calling here some sellers. This is the weekend. So I expect different results as far as how people react to phone calls on weekend. So let's go ahead and get into it. This first seller here, potential seller, the way I do it is I kind of read through the notes. So I need to get the value of the property once it's fixed up, if we're going to flip it, and I need to know the value of it if we're going to keep it via income producing property. So what's the value if we keep it via income, and what's the value if we flip it based on a resale value? I do that on every single lead. I analyze either one of those two, or at least one of them, right? But I'm always thinking about the two, even if I don't voice it. So I apologize in advance if I don't voice both of those values before every call, before we dial the potential seller. Okay, so I apologize in advance, but know that I'm thinking about it. So I want you to think about it. So let's get into this. This seller is in Lakeland, and initially said that he's got 2 mobile homes he has owned for 12 years. Asking price is $99,000, which is, it looks like it's listed. Let me see. There's a double wide here. Okay. All right. No answer. All right. Potential average ARV is 52. Okay, let's see if I get. Zillow has no estimate, but the rent value in the area is $1,200 a month. An estimated refi payment is $285. Maybe that's what we pay for the mortgage. Let me see if I can find this. So there, I did the 2 values. Okay. Let me see if I can find this on PropStream and on batch leads. Okay, so I want to know if he's got a mortgage, because I want to see what he is potentially paying here. Nope, no mortgage. That I can see. I don't know if he does for sure, but that I can see, I don't see anything. Mm. So they're vacant. The length of ownership, 2 years. Okay. All right. So now that I know, let me see if occupancy. Let's see what he bought it for. 2020 cash for 25,000. Yeah, 25. Okay, let's go ahead and see if can get a hold of him. Okay.
Hello?
Hey, good morning, John. How's it going? This is Ben.
Okay.
Good. I was calling you back. We had a little bit of a conversation about your two properties over on Sunnybrook Lane, and was following up with you, see if you were still planning on selling them.
Yeah, I'm going to, but I'll take care of it myself.
Okay. Are you going to list them?
I don't know what I'll do yet.
Okay. Is there, let me ask you, is there any harm in seeing if I could just buy them directly from you? I'm not going to list.
Y'all don't want to pay nothing. I've dealt with you people before. No, it's just out of the question. There you go.
Oh, we didn't really get into the meat of it. I'm not going to lowball you or anything of the sort.
Well, that's what y'all do, or else you wouldn't be buying them.
No. There's several different ways in which we buy properties. I mean, we do offer cash, and that is typically the lowest.
I know.
But that's not how we typically buy them. We don't buy them like that. Most of them, we make sure that everybody has what they need. You know. So last time we talked, you were asking.
You want to buy it to make money on it. It ain't gonna happen.
No, but there's several ways in which we can make money. Most people see what happens is, when we deal with real estate agents, they deal in terms of like buying and flipping. We're not a buy and flip company. We don't do that. I used to do that. I used to buy a ton of properties and flip them, but I don't do that. I don't do that anymore.
You can't find them anymore either.
Yeah, that's right. It sounds like you got a ton of experience. Are you investing as well?
No, I don't. I've just dealt with a lot of you people. That's fine. They can't go out and find them like they used to.
Well, let me ask you this: are you still looking for the 99,000?
Is that what I told you once?
Yeah, you told me 99K last time.
Oh, I was probably that's it. So anyway, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, honestly.
Well, I'd be happy to consider the 99,000. That's no problem on our end at all. I'm not. I know that people, when they call you, they're like, okay, I'll give you 40 grand. I'll give you 20 grand. and I'm sure you get tired of it.
You'll have to call me back. I got the electric company calling me over.
Oh, no problem. We'll call you back. All right. So yeah, that's and that is one of the things. Is like we buy houses in several different ways. Cash is not a problem, but it's typically going to be our lowest offer. But we can also do, payments that typically works for people, and that want to minimize taxes and so forth. So we go through different options with them. Let's see here. He dealt with a bunch of people like us that just lowball him and don't end up performing. He was interested when I mentioned that we don't just buy cash, which is our lowest offer. Several other ways we can buy if he more. He was interested, us tied up at the moment. You said to call back. Sounds like country. Okay, so that was good. So you see how that happened, you know, because a lot of people in the business, when they call, their only pitch is I can give you a cash offer, and that is typically 50 or 60 cents on the dollar. And they just go through like thousands of these phone calls, and most people are not able, or they don't want to let their house go for cash like that. So what we do is we offer them more, you know, because we can buy on terms for the price that they want. And then if that's, then it ends up happening that if that takes too long for them, or it doesn't really fix their problem, so now we go back to the cash offer because it fixes their problem like that. So it's just a little bit of a tip that I have here for you guys. Hopefully, you know, that was a good phone call. I want you guys to really take a look at that and go back on that call, because I overcame a lot of his objections right then and there. So now make sure you have a good CRM, follow-up system, a list of people that you're calling constantly multiple times and pretty much being persistent with. And the way I keep organized is using a CRM, which is a customer management. What is it? Customer relationship management software, you know? So now let me go to the appointment here. Just revisit this later. I'll leave them on the contact made. I'm using RE Simply, so I'll leave them on there. So that was a great call. Very solid phone call. So let's go on to the next one here. And you just keep doing that. Keep doing that over and over. It's not that difficult. It really isn't. Let's go on to the next one, which is in Jacksonville. He said he wasn't interested. High interests, but he agreed to be followed up with. Okay. He's not in a rush. Okay, so somebody called him Okay. Just bought it 2 years ago. So it looks like a beautiful house, very beautiful house. Let's see if the rent here is not shown. Potential rent. The estimated refi payment is 1,100. So that's nice. It's got a pool and everything. So okay, it looks very, very nice. Asking price 300,000.
Hello.
Hey Joe, this is Ben. How's it going?
Dan.
Yeah, Ben, Ben.
Dan. No.
Yeah, we had
Ben.
we had spoken about your property there on Sunflower Court a couple weeks ago, and see if you were still interested in moving forward and selling it.
No, we're not selling it. We're putting too much money in it right now, and interest rates are too high to buy anything else. So I'm getting the pool resurfaced. I'm getting, I had the pool deck resurfaced, getting the pool resurfaced, so I'm not yet.
Oh, I
interest
see.
rates are too damn high to go anywhere.
Got you. Okay, so you live in the property then. Okay, I understand.
Yeah, we live here. Yeah.
You live there. Okay.
So you can take us off that list.
Yeah, no problem. I can follow up with you next year and see how you're doing, towards, into next year, and see if we can put something together. Hopefully the Fed by then will have done something better than what they're doing right now.
Yeah, really. That's the problem right now.
Yeah.
Talking about raising the rates again.
Yeah, that's right. So. That's right. No, we had a super good run, for like 10 years and stuff. So we got used to really nice rates.
Yeah, that's for damn sure. All right, well, you have yourself a good day and a good holiday, man.
You got it. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, Joe. We'll talk to you soon, okay?
All right. Okay, bye.
All right, bye-bye. Holiday. That could be a strat. So he said pretty much that he would sell if he would find somewhere else to move to. That could be a strategy. With creative. Okay. All right. Okay. So this next one here, so Winter Park. That reminds me, I gotta put the sequence on the one I just spoke to. Let's see here. This one here. Gotta put a sequence right fast on this, because we want to follow up with people, but we don't want to use our time to do that. So if we could automate some of that process, that might just be, save us a ton of time. So this is in Lakeland. Okay. So I'm going to take okay, so just setting up this this sequence now, so that we don't have to do a ton of work here. I think correcting a note here in my CRM. Always need to stay organized. Okay. Let's do leads here. All right. Okay, so it takes me just a quick second to do this, but I gotta make sure that it's running correctly. Got it. Mhm. Okay. Sequence is in place. All right. All right, let's go on to the next. Okay, so all right. Okay, so now that it's set up, going to test it. And it should be good. All right. So that's good. Okay, next. Okay, so here is when okay, when did this come in? The property is vacant. She's owned it for 39 years. Asking price is 489. Oh, this is a solid deal because the estimated value is 496. So she's willing to work with us. Average is 378. Okay. Yeah, that I knew that was low. Okay. So she wants 489. Okay. She wants, so I spoke to her before. should be negotiated. Sounds very businesslike and short, but really nice in person. Really nice person. She has a large portfolio and said couldn't afford the whole thing, but she will sell us this one. It's vacant right now and ready to let it go. Okay, I remember speaking to her. She gave me her cell number, which is here. Please, I'm letting my team know. Let me handle this one. I will call her tomorrow. Okay. So I have to communicate with the team members here. So that's done via the CRM as well. Okay, this one is going to be good. Okay. All right. So we made a little bit of progress. Today is Sunday here where I'm at. I've already spoken to somebody that might be a potential one. So this is how the day goes. I mean, I can't, most videos that you'll see out there, they don't teach you how to go through a day. They just teach you, you know, like step 1, 2, and 3, but then you never see those steps. So as soon as one goes out of order, then you get confused and you don't know what to do. So what I attempt to show you here is how, you know, those steps can be, you know, jumbled together and you can still arrange them in a way that you can make it work. So that is it for this call today. I'll see you back in the second session for today, because we call every day, all day long. We'll see you back here in a little bit.